Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. Today, if I sound like I've got a cold, don't worry about it. It's just my nose and my hay fever. As always, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And thank you for the support on all of the different videos that I have been uploading. If you want to support the channel on this one, drop a like. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. And as always, let me know what you lot think about the video in the comment section below. I hope you like the thumbnail. And you can probably figure out what we're talking about today. What if Garden Warfare 3 happened? What would actually happen if it actually did exist? There's a lot of things that could happen, but there's a main thing that I want to try and discuss today. Will it ever happen? I get this question asked a lot of times, and I wanted to make a video properly about it for a while, but the main thing I wanted to take away from this video is that it could happen, it might not happen, you never know. So, anyway, BFN obviously marked the third installment of the Garden Warfare series. It's not called Garden Warfare, it's not part of the Garden Warfare series, but it's the third game of the third-person shooter game that we all play on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Garden Warfare 1, Garden Warfare 2, and then BFN. They could have quite easily made Garden Warfare 3 PopCap, but maybe they didn't want to because they felt like Garden Warfare 1 and 2 needed some sort of change, and who knew that the change would be for the worst. I mean, the game isn't great, BFN. I have done other videos about that before, so I'm not going to try and talk about it a lot in this video, but the game just wasn't Garden Warfare 3. But what happens in another universe if BFN never existed, but Garden Warfare 3 actually came out? We're talking about brand new maps. We're talking about a brand new story, continuing from Garden Warfare 2, maybe with the gnomes. We have to, try and live life on a whim about that. New characters, new variants, maybe some new game modes on multiplayer as well. I can imagine it would have cross-play. It would be humongous if the game actually did come out. Now, I'm not saying it will never happen, but in any logical sense, Garden Warfare 3 would come straight after Garden Warfare 2, right? That's what we would think. But instead, we got Battle for Neighborville. Now, you could probably argue and say, look, Curse, the developers wanted to try something different, and that's exactly what they did with Battle for Neighborville. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Change can be good, but in this instance, it felt like it was a bad thing to do. I felt like Garden Warfare 3 should have been the move that they did. They should have stuck with what we loved as a community, and they should have stuck with something, a method / formula of a game that worked really well with the past two Garden Warfares, Garden Warfare 1 and Garden Warfare 2. So why change it if it was doing well? So you never know. The people making the game were like, you know what, let's try something new. Let's try and keep it interesting for the audience, like us, as the players. And you got to remember as well, they want to try something different every once in a while when creating a game, instead of making something very similar and just adding a brand new layer of paint to it. So, BFN was an interesting idea. I just feel like it should have been executed in a different way. Like, if, for example, I feel like personally, if they released Garden Warfare 3 instead of BFN, and maybe had BFN as I wouldn't say a DLC, but as a spin-off kind of game, maybe it would have been different. We would still have Garden Warfare 3 to play, which is our mainstream game. And then if you ever do want to go play the spin-off BFN game, there's also that option. So they could have done that a little bit better. Personally, I feel like they wanted to change it because they wanted to keep it fresh, like I said. But sometimes doing that is a very risky move. And I feel like because BFN came out and Garden Warfare 3 didn't, a lot of people nowadays are just saying Garden Warfare 3 will never happen. Never say never, honestly. It is a very long shot. But I feel like a lot of people expecting it to be dropped by PopCap or EA themselves. Now, for those who don't know, PopCap were the original owners, and now EA mainly owns the Garden Warfare and Plants vs Zombies series and whatnot. And as we all know, they don't really care about the communities of any of their games. So, is it that much of a long shot to see Garden Warfare 3 happen? Honestly, I hate to say it, but yeah, I reckon Garden Warfare 3 and it coming out in the future is a very long shot, considering EA is the main owners of the franchise now. PopCap are still around here and there, as in the involvement of BFN. I'm sure both companies somehow talk about it, behind the scenes and stuff like that to do details and whatever. But I do feel like if Garden Warfare 3 came out, PopCap would be able to be on their own feet again, and I don't know. I felt like it would have been a lot better for them, a lot better for us as the fans of the franchise, and who knows, maybe Garden Warfare wouldn't have died as quick as it did. I mean, there's still a lot of people playing it, but it would have made a lot more people come back to the game than BFN did. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think Garden Warfare 3 will ever happen? Personally, I don't think it will. Not necessarily under PopCap's name, maybe under EA, maybe under someone else's name, another company maybe. We'd have to wait and see. But yeah, I feel like if Garden Warfare 3 came out, it would have added a whole new storyline to the entire franchise. Brand new multiplayer, brand new characters, brand new variants. It would have just made it a lot better, personally, instead of BFN. But you know what? Sometimes change, like I said, can be a good thing. But unfortunately, in this case, it was not a good thing. So, like I said, let me know what you lot think in the comments. As always, thank you very much for watching. And we'll be streaming Garden Warfare 2 this Saturday. So if you guys want to hop over, play a couple games with me, that's entirely up to you. So be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, and keep on gaming.